Thanks for tuning into this video. I'm going to try to make this quick and not complicate matters any more than I have to trying to explain this. I want to discuss lure colors and does it really matter to the fish? The short answer is a annoying one. It depends. Most of the locations I fish for most of the year, it doesn't really matter that much. I know it's hard for us as humans to understand it that well without thinking about it hard. But most fish in a lot of the waters, they don't really rely that much on sight as they do on vibrations. And you think about some of the lures that people use to catch fish, they really don't look a whole lot like fish. These ones in front of me, yeah, they look like them, and of course, a frog there. But a lot of them buzz baits, spinner baits, if you just take a glance at that, it doesn't look that much like a fish. They prey a lot based upon vibration, that lateral line. There's also the colors don't look the same, and you can tell this looking at them through a couple of feet of water. They don't look the same as they do in air without the water obstructing the view. The first color to disappear on the spectrum is red. So it's either invisible or black. And of course, look, they're marketing this to us humans, so the part the fish sees, it's not even going to be the same color as the top there. So fish, and that might be one of the reasons why red hooks actually work as well as some people think they do. It's not that always going to be the fact that they are going to be eliciting a strike because it looks like blood from the lure. But oftentimes it might be the fact that fish don't really able to see them. And if they've been trained not to get hooked, they don't see them, and they make the assumption that that's going to be an actual fish vibrating through the water and not yet another lure to get hooked on. Fished in stained water trolling lures with various colors with no noticeable difference in the catch ratio. So I could be fishing with the same exact lure in this color and this color, and it doesn't really matter to the fish. And give me a moment to dig here through all my little tiny crankbaits that I love. And I'll show you the best example of this. I've actually used this one. This is what they call clown, a cream bait. And it's pretty wild and bright to the eye and regular view. Catch just as many with this thing as I will with this lure, as I will with this lure, as I will with others that are the same exact make and model. Now, plastics, bulk made, it's not going to make a difference. When you're talking about wood, yes, there is going to be some variances in how dense that wood is and how deep it'll go. The variation on the sound, noise it'll make vibrating through the water. But plastics, it doesn't make a difference, guys. It's the same exact silhouette when you got really stained water that they're going to see going through there, whether it's going to be this pure white, this two-tone deal, or this little clown. They're all going to be appearing the same for that lateral line. Also, bass, one of the big fish that people do. I don't know the color spectrum for all the fish out there, but for bass, like I said before, red disappears the quickest, but there are a lot of colors that look the same to them. This chartreuse line on here, it doesn't matter. If you have a white and chartreuse bait, it all looks the same color. Blacks, blues, and purples, it all looks the same. So you don't need to go crazy buying a bunch of different colors. A lot of times in stained waters, it doesn't matter one bit what you have. And in my personal opinion, more often than not, going natural when they can see well in clear water, that's the best route to have. This little herring works great. When you got shad and minnows, this little guy works wonderfully. That stick bait for striped bass, it is great. Stained water, this guy works great. In stained water again, this guy works great. It doesn't matter. A lot of times in stained water, it doesn't matter. In clear water, the more natural you go, the better off I believe you are. If you want to read up more on this and come to a better understanding on exactly how it works in this quick little discussion I've shared with you, a great book to read is Greg Vanall. It's called Why Fish Don't See Your Lures, How Fish Vision Affects Intelligent Fishing Tackle Color Selection. And it's got, I'll share the link with you on Amazon. It is an ebook. Wish he'd make a hard copy. I'd happily give that to some of my friends that bother to think about what type of lures they're using. Bill Dance, Kevin Van Dam, they've caught a ton of fish, but guys, they catch a lot more of us thinking that we need all these different colors based on their claims that it matters. More often than not, for my fishing, color doesn't matter. And when it does, keeping it simple and natural is the best way to go. Hope this video saves you some time and saves you some money and makes fishing more pleasurable for you. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing and have a blessed day.